All right, thanks for joining Heavy today. We're here at CVLTFEST speaking with the band of the moment, the guys who've organised everything. Alpha Wolf, we got Lockie and Mitch with us, guys. Thanks for joining.
How you doing?
Good, man. So firstly, congrats on the success of CVLTFEST. Like, it's a festival you guys started back in 2022 to showcase some of this country's talent alongside international acts. So you must be pretty happy with the way it's sort of grown and things have developed over the years.
Yeah.
Super stoked on it.
I think like even the first time went off too crazily without a hitch. We just had to do it again. I think we immediately started organising the next one as soon as that was done.
Yeah. It was definitely because we had the full tilt and whatever in the middle. So when we were looking at ideas for the next one, it was like, well, Brisbane clearly going to be the next place. This place is so nice to us all the time.
Yeah. We don't want to plant it in the same city every time, and we arguably have better shows in Brisbane than Melbourne. So it would be rude.
That's going to start a bit of shit.
It'd be rude not to do it here, you know.
It feels good to do it again and bring it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can start something that doesn't stop.
So when you first started, you would have had an idea and a bit of a plan for it, but the way it's gone off, how have you had to adjust your thinking, I guess, from the first one to now?
Well, there was learning experiences from the first one.
Yeah.
We were a bit more hands-on the first time, so we were setting up stuff all day and whatever. But this time we have a bit more budget. We're working with a bigger team to get all this done. So it's been a lot less intensive on us, which has been nice.
We just sort of get to be creative about it.
But there's just
cool.
10 frazzled people around. So personally, not haven't had to change that much. But it's even for how well last time ran, this is running even better. So
it's just surprising.
I guess we get a bigger team, it goes better.
So this year's event features Vilify, Crave Death, Diamond Construct, 1056, Pale Dust, Ocean Grove, and Mural, Crossfaith, and yourselves. So was it a difficult lineup to put together? It's sort of mixture.
Some things just fell into place, some things were super easy and we wanted it from the start. Obviously there's 1,000,001 bands that go through our heads when we're trying to organise this. Timing and everything never works out perfectly, but fucking Crossfaith and a mule, I think we nailed it.
It was these guys are due for tours. This is a perfect lineup for this tour. This is a perfect lineup for this tour. Let's meet and let's make this thing. Bring some bands over. They can do their own tours and then come together for one big festival.
It's cool because there's we organise the festival and then we partly have to help organise the tours for all the other bands. Because you can't just come here for one show. Not Australia.
We throw suggestions out. I shall watch that and be like, what the
but then it's cool because it's just not only do you have to have one mad day of celebration, but then you just get to put all your boys on and everybody gets to do a lap around the country and do some shows.
Every overseas band that we meet wants to come to Australia.
So that's how a lot of this is happening.
So it's nice that we get to bring out the ones that really want to do it. They're here because they love touring and playing to people and meeting, seeing new places and whatever. So.
It's also cool to just give that to someone.
And I guess full credit and full respect has got to go to you guys too, for putting something like this on, because you're giving emerging Australian bands a chance to play with international bands and to play on a big stage. So kudos to you for doing that. But what do you personally hope that our local bands can get out of something like this?
Well, in Brisbane, because I live here, it's funny to say now because I'm away so much, but the scene here has died a lot since about 8 or 9 years ago when I was early 20s, going to a lot of metal gigs and stuff like that. So ideally, maybe we can boost the scenes in little areas. Would be cool. Not that this is a little area, but it would be nice to see the Brisbane scene come back a bit stronger. If these opening bands and stuff get a lot of support, then we can, hopefully they'll, get more interstate fans and they'll want to tour and then they get bigger and, ideally,
I think there's a weird, hole in, the landscape for this size festival. I feel you get, the big 30,000, good things and not fests and shit like that, and then you might have, the 11 band metal festival at like the Brightside or something like that. There's no
There's
like
a lot of those things that still happen.
yeah, I just remember like growing up going to like Fringe Fest, like Invasion Fest, fucking Loud Fest, like
Well, a lot of fests in there,
Pushover,
mate. A lot of fests.
all of those ones, you know, like No Sleep Till, like that one was pretty big, but like there's just a weird sort of area of like sized bands and like sized shows that aren't like being attacked, and I don't know if that's for a reason, and like a year we're gonna like be like, oh, that's why that stopped happening. But like yeah, I don't know, we always used to love going to these shows, so to be able to put them on is like very exciting.
Yeah, and it's also announced your third album coming out, Half Living Things, will be out April the 5th. I listened to it this morning while I was doing up these questions, and fuck me, boys, like,
Really?
fuck me. It's pretty fucking good. I was not getting sent out to many.
Cool.
But yeah, Janine just let me have a listen before we had this chat, and
Hell yeah.
fuck me, boys, well done. Really good album, you must be pretty happy with it.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that.
We're stoked.
Yeah, it's like scary to back up A Quiet Place to Die and 60 centimeters in a hotel and whatever, but I think it's good. I'm excited.
That's pretty
I
fucking
think it's good.
Like,
I hope it is.
We'll try.
So to dive into it more from a musical point of view, like what were you going for with it?
More fun.
Yeah, more fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, if anything, more fun.
We tour so much that there's a lot of parts where, not that we're changing to suit people, but the shows evolve in a way where you change a little bit to suit the crowd a little bit more, and they get more amped. So we're kind of like feeding the crowd while we're playing, and then that's what we learn from when we come back to write new stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, this works, this is a good idea, something like this will be cool. So I guess we were kind of leaning into more what we
What'll go
think.
well live. Because we'll have a song written, recorded, and released, and then we'll play it, and then the more and more we play it, we just keep changing it. Like it gets changed live and live because it gets better responses in certain ways. So instead of like, it's still going to change because there's no way to actually like see what it's going to be like after a few shows, but we try to be like, what would this be like live? So we don't have to eventually just change
What are
it
we
down the
probably
line,
going to
like-
change this?
yeah, exactly. Like what comes more naturally, sort of thing. But yeah, who fucking knows? Like how it will actually turn out. Like
it might be a more mature version of Quiet Place. It might not be. It's heavier, probably. But in the second half, is like definitely heavier. I don't know.
The press release goes one step further, guys. It calls it your most potent and ferocious work to date.
Potent and ferocious.
Like, I know you didn't write that, but would you agree?
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, potent's a good one.
Potent is, isn't it? It's a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit like, I don't know, dirtier feeling. Like than the last one, not as polished.
Yeah.
It's not like we were like trying to flex anything, but we were definitely trying to try some more unhinged kind of choices sometimes.
Yeah, just get a bit more like erratic with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, right. Well, so far you've released the singles Bring Back the Noise and Sucks to Suck. So would you say that those two are a good sonic representation of what to expect?
No.
No. Fair enough. I've never heard that before.
Which is funny.
Yeah. Like, I feel like after that, you should know what to expect in a way that you don't know what to expect. You know, like it's nothing like you heard the record. Like it's still fucking Alpha Wolf. It's a very like Alpha Wolf, but like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't say the rest of Quiet Place sounds like Bleed for You.
No,
When like Sucks to Suck comes out, it's like,
it's one of
the rest of it doesn't sound
I think
like
Sucks to Suck is like the least Alpha Wolf song ever, and I think Bring Back the Noise is the most Alpha Wolf song ever.
So you got a bit of room to play with.
And then.
But like that's we're trying all these we're trying to do the same thing with Quiet Place where it's like almost every song tastes different. It's like same band but trying something slightly different to the last song. Maybe it's something's faster, maybe something's slower, maybe it feels different.
Yeah, vibes.
Yeah, we're just trying to cover all the bases.
Yeah, sweet. And your next single you got coming out is this little beauty here. Whenever you're ready on March the 6th. So tell us a bit about that song.
Mitch wrote that song.
Yeah, that's a big sad one.
It's a big sad one.
Big sad one. Yeah. Kind of similar like Bleed for You vibes, but not nowhere near the same song. But like a big chorus, meaningful lyrics, like a story, a good video to go with it.
That one was like sort of tricky to do because it was like Mitch's first time doing like a full thing of lyrics, and he'd be a bit like shy about telling me how to record it and stuff like that. It's just like, come on, dude, like I feel like the idiot here, like give it to me, like. And then just like evolved and like I don't know, just fell in love with it because I love like not writing songs and then recording it for someone. Like it's sort of just like easy work. Like tell me what to do and I'll do it. Like, and it's also scary because it's also be like, I have to nail this for you sort of thing. But it's also good to be like, I don't have to think. I just have to sort of help create someone else's like. So that was really sick because I'm always doing that with Sabian. Like he writes a bunch. So to do it with Mitch that first time was great.
Busted his cherry now. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, let's go. Now.
It's like Jonathan Davis. I'm coming.
Just not in this room. Not now, please. Now you guys self-produced this album as well. So, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of keeping that in-house?
Timing? Deadline.
Deadline.
The deadline goes. Fucking age.
Oh, we're not done.
Like vocal tracking can take like 3 or 4 months. Just because that's. It's just like, you've honed this up. Oh, yeah, cool.
I'm like not the craziest like endurance-wise. Like sometimes I'll go in and record 2 lines and then screw my voice, and then it's just like, well, I'm going home for the day.
Which is so funny compared to our sets because you never fuck up sets.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's like completely.
I get all like nervous and yippy when I'm like recording vocals because it's got to be perfect, and then I'll just go way too hard, and it's just like I got 2 really good lines. That's it. Like. And then sometimes you have like a full day. Like it's all like, I don't know, vocals are temperamental. I'm temperamental with it, but it's like, also we're just like, we might not have anything to write. Like I might come in with some lyrics and then they're just not hitting. And then we'd be like, all right, let's sit down. Like no more recording for today. Let's just sit down and spit lines out and shit like that. And that's really good when, you don't have to worry about like the studio time you're taking up. Because Scotty's got the studio at home. Like we don't have to pay someone for their space or anything.
Budget-wise, it's amazing.
Not
for him, but for us, it's fine.
It's really good. Like Scotty goes insane doing it, and rightfully so. But it's how we do things at work. We're too scatterbrained to just like really hone in on like and finish a record in 2 months.
It's kind of scary to think about that kind of stuff.
It would be.
Commend the bands that do that.
And the other big news is the recent announcement of a headlining Australian tour, which starts in Perth on August 1st, runs through Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, Newcastle, and finishes in Brisbane on August the 10th. So tell us about that. I know it's longer than you thought, isn't it? Tell us about that.
So
that's a big one.
Obviously. So it's us, Devil Wears Prada, Animate and Thrown. Throne's first time in Australia. Super excited to see them come out and rip it up.
Very good band.
Australia likes us, so they'll love them as they already do. Invent are our guys. Like we've been friends with them for a few years now. We've
toured with them a bunch.
Done 2 US tours with them.
Cool.
We did like our last US tour with them and said goodbye, and it's just like, alright, sweet, we'll see you never. Like, ever again.
We kept joking about it, but now it's like
So then we were just like, oh wait, no, let's actually like get this going.
Good joke.
And then fucking Prada, Devil Wears Prada needs absolutely no explanation. Like everybody knows who that band is.
One of the household names. I've seen them a few times in the States lately and they've been killing it, so very excited to bring that back.
So that's cool. That'll be like, it's weird announcing an album and having the hometown tour that far away from it. But
we'll be straight out of US and Europe. So
so you've got all of them come up over here?
We'll be tight. Coming straight from that to Australia will be ship shape. It'll be good.
Okay, well, sounds like a massive year for you guys, so congratulations on everyone.
Thank you.
Keep flying the flag for music.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.